Welcome to Supercross Live, supercrossonline.com. We are here, round 11 in Detroit, Jim. Ford Field, one of the nicest facilities in the country. We used to come to this stadium. We're back. We're excited. It's round 11, and series just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, something I'm excited about being back here is it kind of reminds me of Pontiac when we used to race there. You're going up into the stands, a little para-style thing up there, left-hander right back down. I think it's pretty cool they brought that back.
That's right. To Pontiac Silverdome there, one of the great races. Used to have double headers there. You're very familiar with that race. And also, they do that at the Monster Energy Cup in Las Vegas. So it's going to be interesting to see how that little para-style up there works out. A little bit interesting twist here at round 11. So, Jim, let's talk about the 450s. Just when you think things couldn't get any crazier, all of a sudden Ryan Villopoto says, hey, I'm defending champ and going for 4 in a row, and now I've got a 28-point lead.
Well, and he's the guy that's, won 3 now. He's the only rider in that 450 class to win 3. That win at Daytona last night solidified him that, hey, man, a 28-point lead, that's nothing to sneeze at. This thing's starting to wind down. I mean, we got Toronto next weekend, and after that, St. Louis, Houston. It's starting to wind down. So, I mean, that's a pretty comfortable lead. But, the thing about it, I look at the 2 guys that are right behind him, and I'm talking about Dungey and Roczen.
It's really come down to kind of a 3-man race at this point, unfortunately.
Well, and the other thing is that, Dungey and those guys, they've had their bad races. Is Villopoto going to have a bad one? That's the question.
Yeah, Villopoto's been top 5 at every single round, the only rider to do that. They each have 6 podiums. Villopoto has 3 wins, as you mentioned. Dungey has the 1 win. Roczen has 2 wins, but combined with seconds and thirds, they each have 6 podiums. The big difference, which translates to the 28 points, is Dungey and Roczen each have a DNF, whereas Villopoto, as we mentioned, hasn't been out of the top 5. So just amazing. Another tough break for James Stewart. We're going to talk to him later on, hopefully on track walk, and he slips back to about 52 points back, I believe. But moving on to the 250 class, Jim. Lots of great dip there. All of a sudden, Blake Baggett steps up and says, hey, don't forget about me, former national champ, and just waxed him in Daytona.
Well, and you mentioned about that, too. All those riders that have won everything this year in 2014 on that East Coast have all been the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki team.
Going back to the last 2 of the West Coast as well, which is a record, I believe. Denny Hartwig filling us with that information. 6 in a row, 5 different riders for Pro Circuit, which is a record. Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki team, congratulations. They are quite on a roll, 5 different riders.
Well, and the thing about it is who's going to step up. Justin Bogle, he's been on the podium a couple times. He's had some good rides, but the other teams are going to have to start stepping up because this series is winding down also.
We're going to try to grab an interview with Justin Bogle on track walk as well, because he has also been in the top 5, top 4, if I'm not mistaken, at every round. Quietly, he just worked his way back in the series. He's not out of the championship yet. There's still 5 rounds to go, including tonight and including Las Vegas. I know that sounds crazy. 250 East, it's 5 rounds to go. We're halfway through, but there is, including tonight and Vegas, 5 rounds to go. Plenty of time. He's only 17 points back of your leader, Adam Cianciarillo, who has finished first, second, all the way through. So
yeah, pretty consistent for the rookie there. I mean, we saw him make a few rookie mistakes, but he rebounds well from those mistakes. And it's a long series, like you said. I mean, with the amount that we have still going with 5 more rounds to go, I mean, that's a lot of racing, but the rookie looks strong.
And one of my favorite riders, we can't forget Martin Davalos. He's quietly sitting there in second, picks up his first win. And all of you fantasy players out there that say don't pick Martin Davalos, he hasn't been out of the top 3 as well. He's been on the podium every week, even with the big crash in Atlanta while leading. So Martin Davalos very much in the thick of things. But as you mentioned, Jim, Adam Cianciarillo answering that question, is he going to make the rookie mistake? So far, knock on wood, he hasn't. He looks very, very solid. So coming in here to Detroit, we've got lots of action we'll be bringing you later. Plenty of special guests. Jim and I will be bringing it to you all from 2 to 5. Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Looking forward to a great race here tonight. Round 11, Monster Energy Supercross in Detroit.